Good morning and welcome to the second day of official press conferences for the 89th Annual All-State Sugar Bowl. We ask that you please turn off all cell phones for this press conference. Today's first press conference features offensive coordinator Collin Klein from K-State. We will have 15 minutes of availability with Coach Klein, and then we invite you to move next door for access to the following Wildcat offensive players: offensive lineman Cooper Beebe, quarterback Will Howard, wide receiver Malik Knowles, running back Deuce Vaughn, and wide receiver Cade Warner. We will let Coach Klein make a brief opening statement, and then we'll open up the floor to questions. Please wait for the microphone to ask your question, and please identify yourself by name and your media outlet. Thank you. Coach Klein.
All right. First of all, just such an honor to be here. Thank you so much to the Sugar Bowl and their staff for making it such a great week so far, and really making everything just smooth and seamless for our, and their hospitality has been incredible, so thank you. And so excited to see all of our fans and kind of see all the effort that people are putting in to come down with all the issues with the flights and the weather and time of year and everything. So excited and just so grateful again for the support that our players and us as a staff have already felt. And it's been truly an honor, this season to work with our players, and our offensive group has been special. So proud of the work they've put in and kind of the journey it's been for all of us. And they're just it's an amazing group. There's a lot of unbelievable internal leadership and accountability in the group. It's been so fun as a coach because you come in there every week and they're begging for more and wanting more and tweaks and adjustments and things, and so just how they've attacked that process and attacked and made the effort to improve their craft has been tremendous. And again, a tough and gritty group. We've had some ups and downs through the year as well, and how they've responded and just continued to, trying to improve has been a lot of fun, and kind of talking about, the quarterbacks again with what Will has done, and Adrian, what they've done this year has been, it's kind of galvanized our unit, quite honestly. And it's every season, has those twists and turns that you never know are coming. And both of them have handled, each side of it, in stride, and, so proud of their leadership and consistency. There's never been any, overly, exuberance with some of the highs we've experienced, and there hasn't been any panic or, frustration, in any of the hardships or the lows. That we've experienced as well, and just their consistency and team mindset and, and how competitive and tough they've been has been absolutely tremendous, and so proud of them. And then just the leadership of Deuce and Cade and, Cooper up front and just how they've, again, just attacked the process has been a lot of fun. Extremely excited and honored with the challenge and opportunity we have to finish this thing off right. And, it's been a pleasure to work with them. So, any questions?
Right here in the first row.
Derek Young, K-State Online. Just because he is now healthy, is there a strong desire to try to play Adrian Martinez in this game because of what he's meant to you guys in his 1 year with the program?
I think we would definitely like that. I know Adrian would like that, and he's excited to do so. Obviously Will's going to start us off, and he's had a great prep and, the last month. And so, but no, it's something we definitely would love to get him on the field.
What kind of complications from a pass rushing standpoint does Will Anderson and some of those other edge guys present?
Well, they're obviously, very talented. They got great length. They play extremely hard, and well coached and work together, and have a lot of schemes that, obviously are a challenge. But, again, we've played a lot of good pass rushers in our conference as well, and it's something that, our guys are excited for.
Right here in the middle.
Collin, can you kind of put into words what Will Howard has brought to this offense?
Oh man, I think it's I think his just consistency, and we always talk about from a coaching standpoint of truly mastering your craft and working to improve each and every day and just get 1 inch better every day, and he's done that for the last 2 years, and I think just watching his and our team, watching him how he's worked himself into the position that he is it's incredible, and so his his ability and how he's been able to distribute the ball and let some of the schemes that we're working come to life, and find the holes or the whatever read or key it is in that play in that millisecond to make that decision and then deliver the football the way he has it's brought the offense to life.
And this locker room is known for being a tight-knit group, but what do your two main quarterbacks bring to that because of the relationship they show everyone else in the locker room?
No, it's I think it spearheads the whole effort, and unselfishness is obviously one of our 4 core values, and that's something that as a coach and a player is easy to talk about, but okay, when the chips are down, how are you going to respond and what are you going to do? And watching both of those guys respond and how they've handled this situation is, it's been it's been off the charts, and it's been the tip of the spear.
All right, in the back. Do we have a question in the back?
Michael Goins, GoParacat.com. Collin, how vital has a veteran offensive line been to your first season transitioning into offensive coordinator?
Oh, no, it's they're such a great group. I mean, not only with the experience, but just how tight knit they are, and what Coach Riley has done with them from a continuity standpoint. The communication is has been very good. Their ability to make adjustments and tweak things, and in the middle of a game, middle of a series, even has helped us. And like you said, it provides that stability as we've kind of built and worked into creating our identity. It's made that smoother for sure.
How valuable is Cooper Beebe's consistency to that group?
He's an anchor for sure. He's obviously a very, very high football IQ and able to help make things right cerebrally, but then also has the ability to, to get movement and make things happen. So he's off the charts.
All right, right here in the second row.
Collin, Ted Lewis with the New Orleans Times-Picayune. 2 questions. First of all, with Deuce, learning, what have you done this year trying to learn new ways to use him, utilize him, get him on the field, but at the same time he's a small guy, so you don't want to overwork him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you think he's ready for the NFL? Are you prepared to lose him to the NFL? And secondly, take me back to 2012. Y'all were number 1 in the BCS at one point. You still would have wound up in the playoffs. What would that have been like in those days for Kansas State, and how would you compare that team to this team?
Well, I'll kind of start with your first one there. First of all, Deuce Vaughn is he's been an absolute joy to coach, and someone that I'll never forget, and has been here at a time in our program is part of a build up to being able to be a part of this that's been special. And his consistency, his work ethic. I can't remember a day that I can say, oh, Deuce had a bad day. And that's from a attitude, approach standpoint, also a performance on the field standpoint. I can't tell you guys or bring one to memory that that he's had a bad day in any one of those categories. And so his level of professionalism and consistency is it's special. It's unique. And then he'll keep you up at night trying to think. He's so versatile. He's so smart and gifted. He makes you just constantly think of all the different ways that you can use him, and he doesn't skip a beat. I don't think any one of us has said, oh, that's too much for him to handle, because I don't know if there's such a thing, So, he's off the charts that way, and again, talking about his unselfishness, for some of the things that we were doing especially earlier in the year with some of that quarterback run game stuff. We were asking him to block, and so he's had to be more, he's had to do more blocking in some different things this year in the run game and in the protection situations that, a lot of guys would probably balk at a little bit, and he's taken it in stride and stroke a backer up under his chin in pass pro or in the run game that, for his size, he does a great job, and so, whatever he chooses to do, obviously we're behind him 1,000%. I'd love to coach him for the next 10 years, but fortunately that doesn't work like that. So, whatever he chooses to do, he's made an impact on K-State. He's made an impact on me and our team that, is second to none. As far as our team and program being similar to, the run we had back, 10 years ago, it's hard to believe it was 10 years ago. I think it's not stuff like this or, special seasons don't just happen. It's the little things that, that are a part of that locker room, that are a part of, your players and how they do everything, and it's not that, hey, yeah, both years you win a Big 12 championship. It's like, no, how that happens is so much more important than what actually happens, and how they've attacked the process, how disciplined they are. You look, we get in our run in the second half of the year, we had, very, very little guys miss anything. And you talk about missing meals, you talk about being late to team meetings, you talk about, no one missing that stuff. Well, that's not an accident. It's not by accident that, we're able to be disciplined and win some tight ball games, down the stretch, because guys were taking ownership in their job and their role and whatever they were supposed to do. And that was very consistent, with our team in 2012 of guys having that level of ownership, pride in the details, and accountability that, no, it's not, any one of those details is not acceptable to miss or to let loose. And so, that's what makes special teams like this happen.
All right, we have time for two more questions, starting in the back.
Yeah, Collin, Michael Coscaranda, AL.com. I was going to ask about that topic. You guys have never played Alabama, but you have that connection to that 2012 BCS run. What do you remember about the specifics of that season and how it all ended up?
I think, like I said, it was a long time ago. I think what I was proud of that group, is you're in a tough stretch. You play 9 conference games. You drop one to a really good Baylor team who we knew was really good before we go down there. Turn the ball over, give up a lot of big plays, have some penalties, end up losing the game. You obviously have a gut punch and then have to jump back on the horse, the last week of the year to still have a chance to win the conference and, find a way to do that and obviously get to a Fiesta Bowl. But again, it was an honor to be a part of a lot of special people and, that made that run happen and possible. And I was very, very honored to be a part of it, and very proud again of those same threads of the core that I was talking about a second ago is part of this group and what they've done this year.
All right, last question right here in the middle.
Coach Cole Carmody, GoPowerCat.com. Just wondering if you can had a little update on Malik. We saw him out there practicing. And then as far as R.J. Garcia goes in his development, obviously came in the Big 12 championship and made a few big plays.
Yeah.
Just kind of where are both of those guys at as of today?
Yeah, no, I think Malik's ready to go. Been very pleased with how he's played this week, and that's one of those twists and turns, right? That us as a staff got to react to, and then obviously players got to be ready to go, and it's a next man up mindset, and no one knows. I mean, Malik was playing unbelievably well, in that championship game as a big catch on the 7 route. Huge, explosive play on the jet sweep, gets dinged up. RJ steps in, doesn't miss a beat, and comes up with a monster catch. So it's everybody's got to be ready to do their part, and RJ is, I think I was so happy for him to watch and see his work and preparation, be able to pay off on the field in a big moment.
All right, thanks, Coach. And once again, Kansas State offensive players are now available next door in Napoleon A.